Step back into the charming world of Arkwright's Corner Shop and rediscover the unforgettable faces that made us laugh for nearly a decade. In this tribute, we look at 24 beloved actors from the classic British sitcom Open All Hours who have sadly passed away. From stars like Ronnie Barker to lesser-known but equally memorable characters, we explore their lives, careers, and the legacy they left behind. Whether you're a lifelong fan or a curious newcomer, this is a heartfelt journey through British television history you won't want to miss. Teddy Turner portrayed Gordon Stackpool in Open All Hours, 1981, when he was 61 years old. Gordon Stackpool appears as a somewhat eccentric and socially awkward character, fitting neatly into the tapestry of quirky customers that frequent Arkwright's Corner Shop. With his hesitant speech and awkward mannerisms, Gordon often serves as comedic relief, unintentionally drawing out Arkwright's impatience and sarcasm. Though a minor character, Stackpool's presence adds depth to the show's portrayal of the local community, ordinary people with peculiar habits. In real life, Teddy Turner was a familiar face on British television, known for his work in Coronation Street, Emmerdale Farm, and Brass. He frequently portrayed working-class men, often with a touch of comedic weariness. Turner passed away on August 29, 1992, at the age of 72. The cause of death was not widely reported, but he left behind a legacy of reliable, character-driven performances on stage and screen. Linda Barron portrayed Nurse Gladys Emanuel in Open All Hours, 1976, when she was 37 years old. Nurse Gladys is the feisty and practical district nurse who lives opposite Arkwright's shop and serves as his long-suffering love interest. She is intelligent, independent, and often exasperated by Arkwright's obsessive advances. Though she never entirely rejects his affections, she maintains control over the relationship, setting clear boundaries. Her sharp tongue and no-nonsense demeanor make her a perfect counterbalance to Arkwright's scheming ways. Gladys also serves as a maternal figure to Granville, providing emotional support and occasional guidance. In real life, Linda Barron had a versatile career as both an actress and singer, appearing in shows like Come Outside and EastEnders. She remained active on stage and screen well into her 70s. She passed away on March 5, 2022, at the age of 82. Her cause of death was not publicly disclosed, but she left behind a legacy as one of Britain's most beloved character actresses. Ronnie Barker portrayed Albert Arkwright in Open All Hours, 1976, when he was 47 years old. Arkwright is the penny-pinching, cunning, and somewhat tyrannical owner of a small Yorkshire corner shop. With his outdated till and relentless stammer, Arkwright rules over both his shy nephew Granville and the local community with a mix of charm and intimidation. Deeply frugal and suspicious of modernity, he clings to old-fashioned values and methods of business. His romantic pursuits are primarily focused on Nurse Gladys Emanuel, whom he courts endlessly, though largely unsuccessfully, throughout the series. Arkwright's blend of tight-fistedness and dry wit made him an unforgettable figure in British comedy. In real life, Ronnie Barker was a giant of British television, known for his work in The Two Ronnies, Porridge, and Open All Hours. His ability to switch between comedic personas was unparalleled. He retired from acting in 1987 and lived a private life until his passing on October 3, 2005, at the age of 76, due to heart failure. Clare Kelly portrayed Mrs. Braddock in Open All Hours, 1976, when she was 47 years old. Mrs. Braddock is a stern and slightly irritable customer who occasionally visits Arkwright's shop, often engaging in brief but memorable exchanges. Her sharp tone and no-nonsense demeanor make her the type of woman Arkwright finds hard to charm, and that Granville tries to avoid. Mrs. Braddock fits the mold of the strong-willed northern matron, bringing authenticity to the show's local flavor. In real life, Clare Kelly was a seasoned actress with a solid background in film and television, appearing in productions like Georgie Girl, 1966, An Unsuitable Job for a Woman, 1982, and within these walls. She had a career that often cast her in strong supporting roles, contributing depth and gravitas to every performance. Clare Kelly passed away on February 18, 2001, at the age of 71. The cause of death was not made public, but she is remembered as a quiet force in British cinema and television. Alan Starky portrayed Thorndyke in Open All Hours, 1982, when he was 51 years old. Thorndyke appears as one of the many quirky side characters who drift in and out of Arkwright's tightly run corner shop. With his no-frills attitude and a face that seemed permanently unimpressed, Starky's portrayal added a layer of dry northern wit to the ensemble. Though the role was small, it helped paint the rich tapestry of everyday life in the Yorkshire neighborhood that made the show so relatable. In real life, Alan Starky was a dedicated British character actor who spent much of his career in television and regional theater. Known for his strong stage presence and ability to embody working-class roles with ease, he contributed to several classic British dramas throughout the 1960s and 70s. Alan Starky passed away on November 3, 2003, at the age of 72. While not a household name, his authentic performances and steady presence helped shape the landscape of British TV during its golden age. Kathy Staff portrayed Mrs. Blewett in Open All Hours, 1976, when she was 48 years old. Mrs. Blewett is a blunt, no-nonsense customer at Arkwright's shop, often portrayed as a grumpy and nagging figure. Her presence, though brief, adds a dose of realism to the shop's daily routine. She represents the tough, working-class Yorkshire women who are not easily impressed. With her curt remarks and suspicious glances, Mrs. Blewett frequently brings humor through her straightforward approach to life. Although a minor character in Open All Hours, Kathy Staff's talents shone more prominently in her role as Nora Batty in Last of the Summer Wine, where she became a national treasure. In real life, Kathy Staff, born Minnie Higginbottom, was known for her extensive career in British television and stage. She passed away on December 13, 2008, at the age of 80, after a brief illness, later reported to be due to cancer. Her contributions to British comedy remain deeply cherished. Graham Armitage portrayed a nameless man in Open All Hours, 1976, when he was 42 years old. Though his role was uncredited and minor, Armitage brought a professional actor's nuance to even the briefest appearances. In a show where background characters contribute as much to the charm as the leads, this unnamed man helped reinforce the lived-in feeling of Arkwright's corner shop, a place bustling with passers-by, regulars, and those simply caught in the pull of Arkwright's banter. Outside of this role, Graham Armitage had a successful and wide-ranging career in both British and South African television and film. He appeared in titles such as The Avengers and The Sweeney, and later became well known in South Africa through local productions and radio drama. Armitage passed away on March 6, 1999, at the age of 64. The cause of death was not widely publicized, but his contributions to television across 2 continents remain respected. Emmeris James portrayed Eli Bickerdike in Open All Hours, 1981, when he was 53 years old. Eli Bickerdike appears briefly in the shop's revolving cast of local oddballs, characterized by his slightly gruff demeanor and idiosyncratic manner. As with many of Arkwright's regulars, Eli serves as a subtle caricature of working-class life in northern England, a man shaped by routine, community gossip, and a touch of stubbornness. Though his screen time was limited, Emmeris imbued the role with quiet authenticity. In real life, Emmeris James was a classically trained Welsh actor with a distinguished stage career, particularly with the Royal Shakespeare Company. He was known for his rich voice and powerful presence, starring in numerous Shakespearean roles, as well as appearing in television dramas like The Duchess of Duke Street and Doctor Who. He passed away on February 5, 1989, at the age of 60. The cause of death was cancer, cutting short a career defined by depth, intensity, and a passion for the dramatic arts. John Chalice portrayed the bread man in Open All Hours, 1976, when he was 34 years old. The bread man is a fleeting but memorable character, part of the small army of tradesmen who pass through Arkwright's shop, either delivering goods or engaging in brief banter with the regulars. With his tall frame and commanding presence, Chalice brought a touch of charisma to the minor role. While the part itself was minor, it's notable for showcasing Chalice early in a career that would later bring him iconic status. In real life, John Chalice became a British television legend for his portrayal of Boise in Only Fools and Horses, where his smooth-talking, smug persona became a national favorite. He also starred in its spin-off series, The Green, Green Grass. John Chalice passed away on September 19, 2021, at the age of 79 after a battle with cancer. His sharp wit, distinctive voice, and unforgettable presence made him one of Britain's most beloved comic actors. Janet Davies portrayed Mrs. Blake in Open All Hours, 1982, when she was 55 years old. Mrs. Blake is a typical northern shop customer, practical, a bit nosy, and always slightly suspicious of Arkwright's salesmanship. Her brief appearances capture the working-class realism of the show, providing a familiar face among the cast of regulars who frequent the corner shop. With a sharp tongue and no time for nonsense, she fits neatly into the ensemble of no-nonsense women who constantly challenge Arkwright's schemes. In real life, Janet Davies was best known for her role as Mrs. Pike in the classic British sitcom Dad's Army, where she portrayed a doting, overprotective mother. Her acting career included numerous appearances in British television dramas and comedies throughout the 1960s and 70s. She passed away on September 22, 1986, at the age of 59, following a battle with cancer. Though her life was cut short, she left behind a legacy as a dependable and well-loved presence in British television. Jean Haywood portrayed Vera in Open All Hours, 1976, when she was 55 years old. Vera is one of the many strong, unyielding female figures who frequent Arkwright's shop, rarely fooled by his manipulations and always ready with a curt remark. She represents the no-nonsense, working-class Yorkshire woman, grounded, independent, and unimpressed by charm. Though a minor character, Vera adds to the texture of the show's authentic portrayal of a tight-knit northern community. In real life, Jean Haywood was a respected character actress with a long career in British film and television. She is perhaps best known for her moving performance in Billy Elliot, 2000, where she played the titular character's grandmother. Her other credits include When the Boat Comes In, Boys from the Black Stuff, and Our Friends in the North. Jean Haywood passed away in September 2019 at the age of 98. Her long and varied career made her a quiet but vital contributor to British storytelling on screen. Johnny Lees portrayed the man whose tires were let down in Open All Hours, 1982, when he was 41 years old. His brief role offered a slice of everyday misfortune turned into comedy, as his character falls victim to petty vandalism, possibly by local pranksters or mischievous Granville. Despite limited screen time, Lees delivered the kind of dry, exasperated humor that fit perfectly with the show's tone. His flustered reaction created a memorable moment of situational comedy. In real life, Johnny Lees was best known for his roles in popular British soaps, such as Coronation Street, where he played the larger-than-life Harry Clayton, and Emmerdale as Ned Glover. With a knack for playing salt-of-the-earth, no-nonsense characters, Lees became a familiar face in British television. He passed away on October 25, 2020, at the age of 78, shortly after testing positive for COVID-19. His death was a blow to fans of classic British TV, as he was remembered fondly for his wit and warmth both on screen and off. Donald Morley portrayed a man looking for directions in Open All Hours, 1982, when he was 57 years old. His role, while brief, served as a humorous interruption to Arkwright's usual routine. the kind of one-off encounter that allows the show to poke fun at everyday miscommunications and misunderstandings. In this scene, Arkwright's attempts to be helpful are likely muddled by his suspicious nature and obsession with keeping customers in the shop. Morley delivered his part with the dry wit that was typical of British television comedy of the era. In real life, Donald Morley was a versatile actor who appeared in numerous British television series, including The Avengers, Z-Cars, and The One-Din Line. Though he never became a household name, his consistent work made him a recognizable figure in mid-20th century British television. He passed away in 1999 at the age of 74. The cause of death was not widely reported, but his body of work remains a testament to his steady presence in classic British TV. Elizabeth Dawn portrayed a woman outside the shop in Open All Hours, 1976, when she was 37 years old. Her brief role placed her on the periphery of Arkwright's chaotic world, perhaps exchanging gossip, giving a disapproving glance, or simply observing the action with that trademark Northern skepticism. Though uncredited, her scene helped color in the vibrant neighborhood that formed the heart of the series. In real life, Elizabeth Dawn rose to national fame as Vera Duckworth in Coronation Street, a role she played from 1974 to 2008. Known for her sharp tongue, gravelly voice, and iconic partnership with Jack Duckworth, Dawn became a cornerstone of British soap opera history. Off-screen, she was known for her charitable work and dedication to COPD awareness after being diagnosed with the condition. She passed away on September 25, 2017, at the age of 77 from emphysema. Her legacy endures as one of the most beloved working-class matriarchs in British television. Patsy Smart portrayed Mrs. Fielding, a customer, in Open All Hours, 1981, when she was 66 years old. Mrs. Fielding is one of the colorful array of local customers who wander into Arkwright's shop, often becoming unwitting participants in his schemes or targets of his peculiar charm. With a slightly eccentric demeanor and expressive features, Mrs. Fielding fits perfectly into the show's world of quirky northern characters. Her brief appearance adds a touch of unpredictability and reinforces the show's strength in creating a believable, lived-in community. In real life, Patsy Smart was a seasoned British character actress known for playing dotty or eccentric older women, most famously Miss Maud Roberts in Upstairs, Downstairs. Her long career spanned stage, television, and film, with memorable roles in Doctor Who, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, and numerous sitcoms and dramas. Patsy Smart passed away on February 6, 1996, at the age of 81. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed, but her legacy lives on through her distinctive scene-stealing performances. Joe Belchure portrayed the shop fitter in Open All Hours, 1985, when he was 62 years old. As the shop fitter, Belchure appeared during one of the rare moments when Arkwright's world is challenged by the prospect of change or modernization. His character arrives to offer renovation or reorganization, likely to Arkwright's horror, given the shopkeeper's deep attachment to old-fashioned methods. With a practical, no-nonsense attitude, the shopfitter represents progress, something Arkwright resists at all costs. In real life, Joe Belchure was a dependable character actor in British television, known for roles in Porridge, The Sweeney, Bless This House, and Doctor Who. He often played working-class roles with authenticity and charm, enhancing scenes with subtle humor and grounded realism. Joe Belchure passed away in 1999 at the age of 76. His death received little media attention, but his numerous TV appearances remain a testament to his contribution to British comedy and drama. Bert Gaunt portrayed Bert, the bread man, in Open All Hours, 1982, when he was approximately 57 years old. As Bert the bread man, Gaunt took on one of the series' recurring archetypes, the tradesman delivering to Arkwright's shop while occasionally getting caught up in the shopkeeper's antics or gossip. Bert is jovial, practical, and a little world-weary, often exchanging sarcastic barbs or pleasantries with Granville or the customers. His presence helps convey the daily rhythms of the community, where everyone knows everyone. In real life, Bert Gaunt had a steady acting career through the 1960s to 80s, often appearing in supporting roles in series like Z-Cars, The Bill, and Coronation Street. Though not a headline star, his reliable character work made him a familiar face to British audiences. Bert Gaunt passed away in 1987 at the age of 62. His cause of death was not widely reported, but his work remains preserved in episodes that capture the warmth of British working-class life. Who's your favorite character from Open All Hours? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.